3 ways to measure the success of one of your employees. One of the biggest mistakes business owners, managers, leaders make is they just look at performance when measuring whether or not an employee is a successful fit for their company. But performance is only one of 3 things that leaders, managers, and business owners need to look for when determining who is a fit for their company. So I'm going to bring you through these 3 things. The first is performance. So performance is, like I said, one of the 3. And it has to do with current performance, okay? This doesn't have to do with projections. It has to do with, are they getting their job done, okay? So there are plenty of people who are extremely high in performance, meaning objectively speaking, you look at their work, you look at the way they treat your customers, they look at whatever, and the data says they are performers. They are performing well, okay? But that's only one, again, of 3. Okay, you can have the best performer in the world that doesn't have these next 2, and it can weigh down your entire company, and they can be a terrible fit for your company, right? The way they say is like the Diva Queen salesperson who brings in all the deals but causes hell for everyone else in your company. So what's number 2? Number 2 probably makes sense to you. It's expected future potential. Okay, so it's current performance, expected future potential, and then I'll tell you what number 3 is last. Expected future potential, think about this. Think of an employee that's open-minded, constantly learning, constantly seeking feedback, not thinking they're right about everything, going with the flow and the trends and the improvements that are happening in your industry, okay? Always ahead of the ball, thinking ahead of the ball, okay? That is an employee I would score on this scale. They measure each of these out of 5, right? This is how you rate employees using this 3-tier model. You rate them out of 5 for each of these categories. So that would be a 5 out of 5 on expected future potential. So let's think of this scenario. Now you have someone who's a 5 out of 5 high performer, 5 out of 5 open-mindedness, meaning expected future potential is big. They could grow into a leader role in your company. They could grow to the sky's the limit in your company, and you know that based on their behaviors. Number 3 comes in, and number 3 is also out of 5, but it's a negative number. It's a negative, whatever you rate them on this scale out of 5 for this 3rd one. You ready? It's the emotional expense that employee carries with them. Okay? The emotional expense that employee carries with them. Think of this. Okay, you have a 5 out of 5 current performance. You have a 5 out of 5 future potential. They could grow with the company. But then you rate them on their emotional expense, their emotional tax on the entire company, the other employees, the customers, whatever. And you give them a 5. That employee is a negative 10. Think of this. You give them a 5 out of 5 on performance. That's 5. You give them a 5 out of 5 on expected future potential. That's 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. And then you give them a negative 5, which gets multiplied by 3. So that would actually be a negative 5, actually, a negative 5 employee, right? You give them a 5 out of 5 on their emotional tax, and that's a negative number, and you multiply that by 3, and they're a negative 15 there. So you got 5 plus 5 minus 15. That's a negative 5 employee. They should be actually removed from your company. So a lot of people, a lot of business owners get married to their high performers, right? Despite their emotional tax. They get married to the people who could grow with them despite their emotional tax. But when you are looking into the perfect fit employees for your company, measure these 3 things. 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, out of 5, out of 5, and then out of 5 times 3, but a negative number. Add these 3 up together, and you will find your best long-term fit employees for your company. So I hope you found this video valuable. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more helpful tips like this in entrepreneurship, leadership, management. And also, you should watch this video right here. And I'd love to see you there. If you click on that, I'll see you in the next video. Otherwise, subscribe to our channel. I'm telling you, we're gonna give you more valuable videos like this. Like the video if you liked it so we know to make more like it for free for you. And also comment below with any thoughts or questions you have or things I can go more in depth with in the next video. Stay great.